says that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So you don't receive of her plagues. What is the plague that's coming? The thermonuclear destruction. Right? The thermonuclear destruction. That is the plagues that's going to hit America. Matter of fact, let's hold that. Let's get Zechariah. Right? To show you the plagues. Zechariah. Zechariah 14 and 12, it says, and this is the plague, the same thing we're reading about. It says, this is the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all people that have fought against Jerusalem, who have fought against his people. Right? This is the plague that the Lord is going to bring upon the earth, that he's going to deliver us out of. Right? It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Right? So, if you ever watch the movie Terminator 2, right, when Sarah O'Connor had a vision, when a nuclear missile exploded in the air, right, and she grabbed onto the fence when the nuclear missiles hit, and you saw the fire burn the skin off of her and just left her with bones, right, and then you saw her eyes, the fire burned it back into her eyes, and her tongue got burned back into her mouth, right? And then that aftershock came and just blew her all away. They got that from the Bible. Majority of these movies that you're seeing going out here, some of it is prophetic, right? Just like that scene in Terminator 2, that was prophetic, right? That is prophetic. You understand? But our people, because you don't know the scriptures, you don't know what they're showing you, that is what's to come. Right? And the times you're living in. Now let's get back to Revelations, 18th chapter. Revelations 18 and 5, it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High has remembered her iniquities. Meaning, America's sins have reached up unto the heavens, and the Most High remember her iniquities, all her wickedness. Right? Because America has done great atrocities throughout the four corners of the earth. Right? But everybody want to sweep that under the rug. It's kind of like 9/11, right? 9/11 was an inside job, right? They brought down them towers, right? And blame Bin Laden and blame Saddam Hussein, right? But they did it. The so-called Jews, right? The so-called Jews and the American government did 9/11, blame Saddam Hussein and Bin Laden just so they could go there and bomb them. That's what's called false flag attack. That's what America's been doing all throughout the years. They commit the crime, blame somebody else for it so they could go attack them. You understand what I'm saying? Their MO has not changed from then until now. The MO is still the same. But that's how they gonna get a foothold in somebody's country. To get the resources. Alright? It says, verse 5, for her sin have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquity. Reward her, even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she has filled to her double. Right? Meaning, America is going to get double the punishment that she dished out. Double the punishment is coming. Right? Verse 7, it says, how much she has glorified herself and lived them deliciously. Tell them that in America. Right? How much of these people live good here while everybody else suffer? Right? How much they live good while everybody else suffer? Right? And label themselves the beacon of light to the world. Right? So while they're killing people, stealing their resources, those people are suffering. The people over here are living good. Right? Off of the rape, robbery, and murder of other people. Right? Especially God's chosen people. The Hebrew Israelites. Right? These heathens live good off of our suffering, man. You know? And it's time for us to wake up to these things. It's time to wake up to these things, man. Other nations live good off of our suffering. Alright? It says, reward her even as she has rewarded you. and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she has filled, fill to her double. How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I said a queen, am no widow. And am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. And she thinking she ain't going to see no sorrow. Why? But she thinking her rulership is going to go on forever. That's what America's thinking, right? Their inward thought is their empire is going to go on forever. And the so-called white man thinking he's going to be the ruler forever, right? It says, verse 8, therefore shall her plague come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord's power that judgeth her. For America is going to be utterly burned with fire. Why? Because strong is the Most High who judgeth. Right? The judgment time is coming. That's what we're in right now. Right? We're in that third woe. We're in that third woe. Right? The real hardcore fighting ain't started yet. What's going on now is proxy battles going on, right? Where America sponsor terror groups to carry out their bidding, right? They sponsor terror groups to carry out their bidding, right? Like ISIS, right? The so-called Jewish people created that, right? And America gave them the weapons and the money to carry out all the atrocities they're doing, right? They're behind it. Why? To fight their proxy wars, right? And the same thing they're doing now with Russia, right? They're setting up these other groups, right, to go do the bidding of America. So their hand seems to be clean. America's going to say, I didn't do anything. It's them. But America is behind it. They're the one who's funding, who's carrying it out. All right? So America ain't no just country as people think it is. Right? Neither is the so-called white man a just man as y'all might think he is. Right? The white man, according to the Bible, he is the devil. The Bible speaks of. Right? And even if you don't believe in the Bible, check his history. If you check his history, that tells you who he is. Understand? Go check his history. You'll find out who he is. Understand? But we know who he is because the Bible confirms it. We know by his actions who he is, but the Bible confirms it. Understand? The Bible confirms who he is. Huh? No, I ain't got no cord, huh? This is the church right here. Right? This is just it right here. What you see right here, this is the church. No. God said wherever there is 2 or 3 in the midst. Exactly. Understand? This is the church. Said the church is not even a building. When you read in Acts the 17th chapter, he said, the God that created the heaven and the earth and everything that's in it, well, if not in temples made with hands. Understand? So you ain't going to find them in the building. Where you're going to find them is right out here in the street. Proverbs 1:20. Right? He said, my mission is to wake up my people, right, and to warn my people of what's coming. I believe in the Bible. The Bible is our book. Right? The Bible is our book that was taken from us, and they taught us other doctrines that's not really of the Bible. Right? All right, a lot of our people celebrate Christmas, right? Is that in the Bible? Exactly. No, it's not in the Bible. Christmas is actually a pagan custom that God told us not to follow. Let me read Jeremiah the 10th chapter. I'll show you. Right? Jeremiah the 10th chapter. Come on down here. Come on down here. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to see that. Jeremiah 10, so that one.
Jeremiah 10.
King James Version. All right. Special one. Good. Jeremiah 10 and 1. Read what? Jeremiah 10 and 1.
Hear the word which the Lord speaks, O house of Israel.
God said,
Thus says the Lord, do not run the way of the Gentiles. Do not be dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the Gentiles all right, so then I'm gonna start again. Hear the word